Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is August 23rd, 2023. And yes, we finally have signs of life in the cryptocurrency markets. Alright, we're obviously going to talk about this move up that we're getting and that we've gotten for the past 2 days, right? Because this is a hammer candle, right? So although it's a red candle, it shows a strong base, right? Where there's a lot of buying pressure, right? So yesterday evening, we had that, and it's continuing into today. This is very good for continuation, at least until this resistance, okay? Because it's looking at this chart, you're now in no man's land, okay? One of the reasons the drop from here to here was so quick is because this is a volume gap, what we call, and a region where there's very little resistance, and so this is support, this is lost support. And so if we were to round trip it, meaning if we were to reverse course, now this lost support right here is now new resistance, and so that is our new target, at least on the small time frame, okay? And that's back to the scene of the crime at 29.6, okay? So I would say at the very least one could expect Bitcoin to probabilistically make a move of about 10% back to this previous lost support turn resistance, right? And once we get there, obviously probably consolidate before continuation, if this is indeed the move that we've been waiting for, all right, or impulse. So that's my read on Bitcoin on the daily time frame, right? Because right now, if you look at any smaller time frame, you essentially make the same read. So yeah, it's looking good, right? Because again, there's a volume gap here. So if now we're in this area, we have to close it just like we came down. Just like we came down swiftly, we should come up swiftly. Okay. Now, why are we getting moves in Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency markets? Guys, it's always about the US dollar currency index. The US dollar is finally starting to break down. Now, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Although this is very promising. What am I talking about? I'm talking about these two red daily candles, okay? You can see that before these two red daily candles, you hadn't really gotten super strong moves to the downside. You'd gotten like small bits and pieces here, but those were corrective. As you could see, you chopped, right? All of this is one contiguous, as I read it, right? As I read it, as always, as I read it, everything from here to here is one contiguous channel, and so you have some chop up and down right here, and I think that once we break this down, that's when the action starts. That's when you really get big moves in crypto. And as I've said before, if you look at your momentum indicator on the weekly, right, you're overbought. On the daily, you're overbought. On the 4-hourly, you're overbought. On the hourly, you're oversold. But what's most important is the weekly, the daily, the 4-hourly, these large time frames, the 4-hourly intraday showing overbought price action. And so you're likely to get a move to the downside as far as our momentum indicators are concerned. All right, so back to the daily, you can see I haven't made a video in a while, but nothing's really changed. You're still at this resistance, this 160-day resistance, right? And you're likely going to lose this level because it's resistance. So that's what we're looking at, and it looks like that move's finally getting started to the downside. So we are seeing the corresponding move to the upside in Bitcoin. Let's look at some altcoins as well, right? Because it's a green day. This is a sight for sore eyes. We haven't had a real green day for weeks, okay, you know. And so just being able to see green on our watch list, is very nice. Now, we have some strong movers. Obviously, Bitcoin is moving a bit, but altcoins, as to be expected given their volatility, are moving more. So you have DYDX, for instance, up 8%. You have Link up 5% almost, yeah? You have, what else? Synthetics up almost 7%, right? So you have some movers in the altcoins, and I believe that this is just the beginning. Okay, let's talk targets really quickly, guys. If you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Targets. So as I said, my first target for Bitcoin is up here at the scene of the crime, where we lost that major support level, right? And this was not a, nothing burger. Like, this was support that had held for the previous 55 days, okay? So if it's a 55-day support, it's going to be a resistance on the way up. Again, that's a 10% move for Bitcoin approximately. Now, if Bitcoin's moving 10%, now what is DYDX doing, for instance? Just an example. So DYDX is probably going to move to the top of this channel right here, right? So that is from where it's at a 70% move. So again, Bitcoin moves 1%, 1.5%, DYDX moves almost 8%, and Bitcoin's expected to move 10%. Altcoins are expected to move 70%. This is why, we like altcoins. This is why people are interested in altcoins. It's that discrepancy, that much larger move given the volatility. So again, altcoins might do something like that, right? But actually, while we're at it and we're talking about altcoins, let's just have a quick look at the TOTAL2, okay? And that's what we're going to end with. So the TOTAL2 chart, for those of you who don't know, is the aggregate chart for altcoins in the cryptocurrency market, right? So we're looking here, and if we were to go to the next significant resistance, it'd probably be the top of this range right here, yeah? Either the top of this range or the resistance right here of this neckline, okay? So let's just measure that really quickly. From here, altcoin should do either 15% in aggregate or 20%. Again, in aggregate, 15 to 20%, that's still 2x of what Bitcoin's doing. And this is, again, why people are so interested in altcoins, especially the smaller cap altcoins. That's my analysis for today. Guys, hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Like, share, and subscribe if you've gotten value. And I hope you're exposed and you're able to take advantage of these moves that have finally started. But signs of life. Can't make any promises yet, but signs of life at the very least. Guys, take care. I'll see you next time.